Hey, we're live. It's Friday and exactly 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Welcome. I'm Audrey.
Yep,
wow.
And I'm Mike.
And it's the Audrey and Mike Show.
Starting out great. Starting out.
I know. I forgot to switch it from Twitch to YouTube, and then YouTube thing was dying, and then... Anywho, we're here, and welcome everybody
Let's just say it was a thing. It was a whole thing.
When is it not? So welcome to this exactly on time and definitely not late edition of the Audrey and Mike Show. Welcome to Becky and Russell and Iron Mike and Nigel and Denise and Carol and Elizabeth and Annie and Christine and Corinne and Gandarian and Stacy and... Russell and Greg, who just got out of his piano lesson. Look at you learning piano. That sounds hard. Claire, our lovely Maud. Becky's here. Oh, I already said she was first, actually.
Wow.
And Tony Blair. Hey, thanks for the exactly 5 p.m. I'm glad it's 5 p.m. where you are. I'm glad that time is working correctly where you are as well, just like it is here, where it's exactly that time.
I took piano as a senior in college.
How'd it go?
I think it's definitely a thing you learn when you're younger. And I had a musical background. Like, I played multiple instruments. And, like, it blows my mind. I'm like, okay, there's the treble clef, bass clef. How in the world are you supposed to use one with one hand and a completely different in the other hand? Like, why is that supposed to be a thing?
And your feet's got to be doing stuff? Yeah.
Oh, forget about it. One semester that you're not getting the foot pedal part yet.
Oh man,
No, it's hard.
Yeah, I never tried to do piano. Like, we had a piano in the house growing up, and my mom played a little bit, I guess, but like, I just never even tried. Also, I'm really bad at stuff with my left hand. So, like, remember we played Rock Band?
Yeah.
And like, I just couldn't. I can't do Rock Band because my left hand is just like no.
Yeah.
No, that's not how things work. So I don't know.
If you play, that's great.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you. It's a lot of work.
And
a lot
impressed.
of practicing. Yeah.
We both look beautiful. Aw, thanks.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks.
Right before we started, I was just like, my makeup's terrible.
It is.
Studio Neat just sent you a shipping invoice for the iridescent purple. Nice. Welcome. The car christened Axel. Axel the car.
I have not really thought about that one way or the other. I'm having it be brought up right now. I'm not against that. No.
Okay. Axel the car.
Yeah. But no, it's going good. I'm always nervous of anyone else on the road. Well, including myself, of course, but...
There.
Nailed it.
Couldn't see the chat because the window was so bright.
Everything today will be new to me as well, because I have not seen any of the things that you've purchased. Wow.
I'm having ish. Yeah, I know. I got caught on my chair mat down here.
You could have told me to get up and do that.
Yeah, but then you'd complain.
Well, sure.
Yeah. I just don't want to deal with
I'm
that.
complaining that you're, like, moving everything. So, I mean, there's no winning.
I can't win for losing. All right, fine. Swatch the Mayora inks seem very dry, a little dry. The others are pretty wet and good colors. Oh, neat. Yeah, I haven't done any of those yet, so that's...
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't yet.
I just don't have any.
Oh, really? I thought you got samples of all.
Mayora?
Yeah.
No.
Huh.
I've never even... I mean, the only place I've ever seen one, I think, is in a True Fae Instagram.
Else, then. Okay.
You're thinking of Monarca.
That is 100%
The one's from Mexico.
That's 100%.
Yeah. Mayora is, I want to say, Italian? So...
See, it's the same. We were talking about that last night about the countries that's like, are those different? How far are those places from each other?
Oh, we were
different
talking
names.
Yeah, we were talking
close to that.
Yeah. We were watching The Great last night, and what was it they were talking about? Wasn't Majorca? It was the other one, Mallorca, I think.
Menorca.
Wow.
Look, but
they're all the same.
They're very similar sounding, and
they're not Ibiza.
No,
but they each have
they're near Ibiza.
Right, and they all have two different spellings that are apparently appropriate. It's a whole thing. So
for those two places, there's 4 spellings.
Oh, Mayora is one of the Delta split companies. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that off the top of my head.
Either. Thank you, David.
I mean, of course, David's gonna know that. Also, welcome, David. True Fae Pen Palette ink subscription. Yeah, that's the thing I was looking at. They have the pin box. Apparently, they have one that's just ink samples.
I didn't know that. I mean, I'm not surprised, but Yeah.
It's like $12 for, I want to say they do 6 samples.
Oh, that's a pretty good price.
Yeah, for your first
on shipping.
And with your first one, they send you a glass pen, like a glass dip pen.
Oh, that's nice. Actually, do a quick test. That's nice.
It's pretty neat.
And 4 mil. That's
4 mil samples. Still really good. Yeah, seems good. I don't know if I'm gonna. Wow, that cat really.
That cat really almost got it.
She jumped up right underneath your can of pop. Yeah. I don't know. I was thinking I was gonna go ahead and just sign up for it.
Yeah.
But like, I have a lot of.
Yeah.
I would almost certainly get a bunch of dupes because I have too many inks. I may have bought a lot of inks this last week, and they may have come in this week. And I may have swatched them all on the stream on Thursday. For us to
you didn't miss a stream. This is Twitch.
Yeah. I Twitch on Tuesday and Thursday, and a lot of times on Twitch, I'll get ink reviews and pen reviews ready. And if I get new inks, I'll swatch them then, and all that kind of stuff.
I know Becky goes to both, so it's always a double.
I know she's gonna have to sit through it again.
Have to be boring and have to watch. Well, I get to give my input and my thoughts, which it totally matter.
That's right. Also, again, Darian goes to both a fair amount of the time. Ruth has been able to show up to a few of them.
So sorry, I'm seeing more people are going to your Twitch. You can't do these things. Double up.
Well, that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can take a look at those. I also have a pen that I got, and I haven't. Did I show you? Oh, you had just put lotion on your hands or some weird thing, and so you didn't want to mess with it.
Yeah, I had.
Yeah.
Well, another thing you could do with that ink sample thing is still sign up for it and then just take the ones you already have bottled and give them away. Yeah, something like that. Just it's
a possibility. Yeah. I was thinking that might be fun. Yeah. Is this Twitch? No, this isn't Twitch. We are on the YouTubes currently.
Yep.
You want to do inks or pens first, or pen?
Well, it's what the people want, not what I want. Well, it's all the same to me.
You have the advantage of being present currently, so just looking for.
Unfortunately.
Well.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Look, somebody's got to be here.
It's true. That is true.
I have an unboxing coming up for these as well that I haven't gotten around to posting yet.
So there's another thing where people shouldn't watch that because it'll be the same thing.
Look, don't tell people not to watch things.
Well, they can.
Well, we'll leave these off, and we'll leave a couple of things off just for that for funsies. We should miss the old Birmingham monthly drops. Yeah, I never got any of those actually. I know you did. That was actually Dave's the reason that I found Birmingham at all. Yeah. So let's do cocktails first. Well, I have a delicious fizzy water of watermelon and lime.
That sounds refreshing.
Yeah. Audrey has a...
Mine is a Diet Pepsi.
Not sponsors.
Drinks and everything are so expensive. I don't care at this point. Whatever's on sale. I don't care if it's RC Cola, which I don't know any place that sells. I mean,
I don't think you can get that here. Yeah.
I think is that like a Kroger thing?
No, Royal Crown is its whole own company.
Oh,
it's not one of those.
We're seeing them at Kroger like back in.
Yeah, it's not one of those. It's not like Dr. Thunder or one of those weird off brands. It's like a
no. Yeah, it's not like that, but it's.
Christine's got a root beer. Nice cherry Coke. Solid. Speaking of cocktails, just made your own grenadine. What do you even do? It's pomegranate juice and sugar, right? Is that grenadine?
I thought that it's orange.
No. I don't think so.
Oh, at Food Line? Really? I don't.
Oh, you can find RC Cola at Food Line.
I remember seeing. I mean,
we don't.
Technically, I don't sit there and seek out RC, but
iced tea, got a good choice. Always coffee. I've had to cut back on the coffee a little bit, but I mean, I still have coffee every day, but not at 5 p.m. My bottle's gone by then. Swabbed a real bright blue that I might like. Kobe Nakahara Pure Blue.
Palm juice. There you go. Never mind. I understand. Orange flower water. That's where I was thinking. Okay.
Interesting. Yeah, a lot of times people think that grenadine is cherry because, like, I don't know, it kind of looks like it would be cherry, but it's actually pomegranate.
They don't get cherry Coke in Canada on the regular. Really interesting.
Huh. Interesting.
Well, if you can get cheer wine, it's sort of similar, but even more cherry-ish. And from right down the road from us. Well, right down the road, it's like an hour.
That's a fun bottle.
It's a fun bottle.
No picture of it, though. That does look like a nice
blue.
Bright blue, huh? All right, eBay, what you got for me?
$50. Ooh, or is that for 2?
That's for 2.
Oh, that's not okay.
Pure blue luxury. Yeah, it's for 2 of them. That's actually a pretty decent price, actually, for 2 of them. Yeah. Plus $22 of shipping.
Shipping, yeah.
Yeah, no thanks. No, that blue looks great. Yeah.
So there are ketchup. I saw at Food Lion, speaking of, they have, Dorito tangy ketchup and hot mustard. Not 2 separate things right now.
Yeah.
So if you want to try a ketchup chip thing with a corn tortilla, I guess, they have those there.
Yeah. Yes.
It's so weird seeing my face over here, like, talking, and it annoys me.
I turned it off.
I know, but...
All right. You can get them out. Actually, you could get all dressed chips here for a little bit. Every once in a while you find them.
Yeah. I forget.
I don't know if it's seasonal or what the deal is.
Or if it was a special thing, but they were good.
You can get all dressed.
All dressed there.
Yeah. All right. It's like the U.S. didn't get cut. Oh, yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Commercial is just literally red flavored corn syrup. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that's what, like, syrup. Any syrup really is, like, a little bit of artificial flavoring and corn syrup, basically.
Yeah. It's what you put in, like, Shirley Temples and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You have all dressed.
All dressed.
All dressed.
All right. Let's look at a couple of pens that I got here. Firstly, this one. Boop. Ta-da!
Like, what is that?
This is a Staedtler fountain pen. And Staedtler is a company it's an old, like, venerable German company. You see they're, like,
don't they do a lot of, like, architect things?
Yeah,
like
so...
graphics, like, not graphics, but I guess, like...
Drafting.
Thank you.
That's drafting and coloring and drawing and all that kind of jazz. You have, like, colored pencils and make good colored pencils.
And I remember at college, because they have all the little things that they would have a nice selection of Staedtler.
Yeah, if you're getting like one of those half circle Tracy thing, they can make a lot of that kind of stuff. They also make inks and pens, it turns out. Yeah, erasers. Yeah, the pink erasers are kind of a staple. So they make this one, which is called the Initium. And I've never gotten any of their fountain pens. They used to come to the DC show a lot. And I think that guy's name was Chris or something. I haven't seen them at the DC show in ages and ages.
That's sad.
But they make this fountain pen and I think a couple of others. But they make this one in a bunch of different finishes. Yeah. Like it's in wood and a bunch of other stuff.
They have some higher end ones too.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is like the bargain basement Staedtler fountain pen. And this is the like low end of that. This is the Resina. But it was on sale at Cult Pens for like $60 or something like that. And then they gave me an extra, I don't know, 10% off or something for something. I don't know. And it's used to carry that brand at the stationery store. Oh, nice.
Really?
Tend to be rather pricey. Usually they are. Yeah. This one is not very pricey.
So that doesn't go all the way through on the clip, right? It is sort of as an indentation. Yeah.
Wait, these little dents?
The dents, yeah.
Yeah, no, those are just inscribed.
That'd be cool. Do you think it would be...
I think it would be too fragile.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. If it would just be too fragile.
I do like the really weirdly long clip. And some of them will have like an inlay in there, like a wood inlay or a stone inlay.
That sounds nice.
Or like lacquer sometimes. There's a bunch of different versions. But I've never gotten one because they are real expensive. So the clip is pretty good. I thought it was going to be like a spring-loaded one up here, but it's just real long and it kind of bends, which is interesting. Yeah. But this is the Resina version, which is all plastic. Well, mostly plastic, except for the section and like the top of the cap. But like...
Is the section slippery?
No, I don't think so. Like it could be a little bit, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, it's metal. So. It's smooth metal, but it doesn't feel too bad. And like the pen itself is so light that I don't know. I haven't had a problem with it yet, but I haven't written pages and pages with it. I've only had it a few days.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. The section is a little bit short, so I tend to put my thumb right here as well on the metal here, the threads.
Oh, you think it's a short one? I don't know.
I mean,
just visually, it doesn't see. I don't know. The taper, I think, makes it seem longer.
Like it barely clears my hand. So fairly. I mean, it's not. It's not like one of these or anything like that.
Oh, I said the section.
I was talking about the pen.
You said section.
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, that's why I was confused. I was like, it looks like the section's not like fairly long. I mean, it looks fine.
Okay.
No, I see what you're saying now.
Yeah. One of the barrel of this thing is just, I mean,
nothing. Oh my gosh, this is so much lighter than I thought. I didn't even pick this up, so I didn't even know how. Wow.
It weighs almost literally nothing. Like, I'm surprised it doesn't float away. It's the lightest barrel I may have ever held.
Because it looks like it'd be one of those. It could go either way. It's like, oh, it can feel like cheap, or it's going to be super heavy. Yeah. Because I have ones that are, see this? Yeah, this is. It's
like all the
heavier
weight.
Metal is in the, which is good.
Yeah, all the weight is at your fingers.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
It didn't come with a converter. Mm-hmm. It does post.
It's just a standard international?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It posts really nicely. And actually, I've been writing with it posted because it gives it a little bit of length and a little bit of weight. So.
How heavy is the cap?
Not too bad. No. Staedtler 430 is the best stick ballpoint. I don't know that one.
Yeah, cap is definitely heavier, which is interesting. Because you can feel the weight is up here.
Yeah. They put all the metal right at the end.
Yeah, I don't like it as much...
Posted?
Well,
you have smaller hands than
I have small. I'm just like, it
looks so much bigger in your hand than it does in mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just letting people know with different size hands. But yeah, this gives me lots of clearance. That's really interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I got big old hands. So people actually only usually see my hands. Go ahead and put your hand next to mine. Just for perspective.
Please don't mind my veiny hand. Apparently,
I got those. I got veins.
But yeah, But I wouldn't say I have small hands by any means.
No, not small, but smaller than mine. So yeah, got one of those. I'm pretty happy with it so far. I think for $60, it's a perfectly good price.
What kind of nib is that?
It's like a number 5.
Yeah.
I don't really know if it's.
And if they said anything about it, or
I don't think so. I mean, it looks pretty Yovo-y to me. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Like, it looks kind of wider than your average number 5 Yovo, right? I don't use those a whole lot, so I don't have a good.
But yeah, it looks like a number 5 size for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely number 5-ish. I don't have anything at a 5 anywhere close. It's not a nib I'm really used to using, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Seems a little basic for $60. I mean, I don't know. For $60, I think it's pretty okay. It's not like a screaming deal or anything, but
it looks like
I wanted to try out something from the brand.
It's something in the vein of like a Faber-Castell. They remind me of a Faber-Castell sort of brand. Right, you know what I mean?
Oh, I just wanted the one pen, the Faber-Castell.
Well, you know what I mean in terms of they do a lot of arts and sort of more specialized pieces as well.
Faber-Castell goes way harder on fountain pens, though.
Yeah, for sure.
And they have like the whole Groff line and that sort of thing. But,
agreed.
So it's a little bit longer than the Loom, but yeah, I mean, I guess I have kind of a type, huh?
Yeah.
Although I have a few of these.
And in terms of pricing for this one, at least, this one.
I mean, when you put it that way, I think for the price, I'm going to go Loom.
Are you? Okay,
I mean, these are only like $45.
That's what
these are not very.
I didn't know if they got up.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I haven't looked in a little while, but I think they're only like $45. But
how many colors does that one come in terms of
which one?
The Staedtler?
I don't know. Like, it comes in a lot of different forms. I don't know how many colors are for the Resina one.
Oh, okay.
I think I only saw this one.
Oh, really? Okay.
But I mean, there's probably others. Like, I'm sure it comes in black or something.
Oh, that's probably true.
But I was just kind of searching around their site. Like, is there anything else I need to throw in here so I can get to the free shipping level? Because
and that's the thing too. It's even if it's not for you, it's in that price range. For a lot of people that there aren't a lot of fountain pens.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good thing. Even if it's not worth it necessarily for you to review, I think it's good to have.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying I don't like it, but I mean, it's a little overpriced, I think. When you go to like the wooden ones and like the fancier ones, I think the value proposition becomes a lot better.
Yeah.
This one's like the most basic version.
Sure.
So, but I think it looks pretty classy. Like, if you have that sitting in your pocket, it looks nice with the like super long clip and stuff. I like that design detail. I think it looks neat.
Yeah. And I do like that it is that type of pen without being so heavy. Like, there's a lot of ones that look like that that are just, and when you first start out in fountain pens, the thing is normally heavier, the better better. That's just how people, when they first start getting into it, think that a pen has to be heavy. And I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't want to be weighing anything, but it still can feel nice and be light. So
the Loom feels a lot heavier to me, actually.
Yeah.
I think it's because the weight here in this pen is all in the body, and this thing, and the cap is extremely light.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, most of the weight is right here or in the end of the
right
cap.
There. Yep.
And so together, this one feels like it weighs like twice as much. But when you take the cap off, this one doesn't really weigh much at all.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't.
Kind of
I was shocked by that.
It's kind of interesting thing. So anyway, I thought it was pretty cool. Thought it was worth picking up for the YouTubes and stuff. You love your loom. The loom is really good. It looks like a Waterman perspective.
I feel like not a lot of people talk about Faber-Castell or the loom, especially for the price.
I think they just haven't done anything new in a while, and so I think it's kind of like...
I think that they definitely should come out with something, you know?
They need some... Yeah, they need a new model.
Need a new one in that price range. I think it would do really well.
I think the Waterman looks a lot nicer than the Faber-Castell. I like the symmetry between the cap and the body and that sort of thing. You do have a bigger step.
Yes.
Yeah. One thing that you don't have, or one of the things you don't have here is much of a step at all, but you do have a cap. So if you're not going to have a step, that means the cap has to be big.
Yeah.
Right? So it means the cap looks a little bit oversized on this. Kind of reminds me of like the, what's the, like Y Studio and stuff like that. They have kind of a bigger cap, or like this thing, like this Namisu Ixion, which has kind of a bigger cap situation. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think those Watermans are really good looking, actually.
I like the part on like the top section that has the lines on it. Yeah, I like
same.
that part.
It's really good looking. Out of stock though, huh? Well, looks nice. I dig it.
Looms are basically discontinued, I believe. I got the very last one from Pen Boutique.
Huh. Let's see. I hadn't heard that.
That's true. MB2K hasn't been changed since 1960, and people still talk shirt all the time.
Yeah, I suppose so. Let's see. Pen Boutique. Retired. Oh, interesting.
Available.
Interesting.
Or that's a rollerball, but I mean, it could be
true.
for all of them though.
It's true. That's interesting. I don't actually.
Maybe they'll be coming out with a new thing.
Yeah, maybe so. I mean, they did change the basic to the Essenzio.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Functional. Faber-Castell still seems to have them. This metallic olive looks really nice. I haven't seen that one actually.
I was gonna say that one. I think is sort of fun. Can you not buy from their site? Because sometimes that's the thing.
Yeah, it doesn't. Well, it looks like you should be able to, but there's no like buy it sort of thing. Let's see if any of them have one. Can I buy this? No, maybe not.
Nope.
I don't know. That's interesting. I don't actually really know. The great renaming. Yeah, true. The Narwhal original transparent. Is it different to a Kaweco or Moonman from writing feeling? Oh, I don't know. Don't have one. Let's see. FC steel nibs are amazing. I think they are. Probably because
they're talking about Faber-Castell.
Oh,
I'm assuming because we're talking about Faber-Castell. People say FC that way too. So
I don't know why, but I use F-C for Faber-Castell and FC for Franklin Christoph.
Really, a lot of people do the dash for Franklin Christoph because we definitely
have a
dash.
They've all got a dash.
Both brands officially have dashes, unfortunately.
Yeah. This is the Essenzio. So
I will assume they're talking about Franklin Christoph, and thank you. No, I'm just kidding.
There you go. Show more. Yeah, so this is the Essenzio, which used to be the basic.
It was called the basic?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
When I bought it, I don't know, a million years ago, it was called the basic. And it had like a carbon fiber cap.
Yeah,
and it had like
I remember that one. Yeah.
And this part of it was kind of a rubbery thing, and it kept like breaking.
Yeah, I remember that.
I actually had one break both at the, so it screws in here. Come on. It screws in here to the barrel.
Yeah.
And then it screws in here for the nib. And it actually like shattered on both sides and like a big crack going down both sides. And so I contacted Faber-Castell because they have a pretty good warranty, really. Yeah. And they said, yeah, you'll just need to send it to us because, like, you know, parts change. And I want to make sure they
in the U.S., I assume, or to Germany.
U.S., I think.
I was just curious.
That's
a big difference based on the price of the pen.
I don't think I had to ship it to Germany. Yeah. I think it was very inexpensive. They might have sent me a shipping label, but charged me like, maybe it cost like $7 or something. But I think they did shipping both ways or whatever. But so they fixed it, and then I got it back, and it immediately snapped again. And so I just like took the nib out to use in some other pens and chucked that in a box. And then I looked at it the other day, and was it the cap? So the body was carbon fibery. The cap had gotten all sticky because it was like that rubbery stuff.
That. If you have NARS makeup, it does the same thing where it has the rubbery and everything collects and it gets like that feeling. I hate that.
Yeah. So I think they have fixed those issues, and now this grip section I think is metal. I'm pretty sure it's brushed aluminum, and then the cap is plastic instead of being rubbery. Is what they did. So like I
changed those things.
Hopefully they fixed that, because it was a great pen otherwise and like very reasonable price. But man, it sucks. Couldn't find a Faber-Castell that feels nice in your hand. Well, that's the way it goes. You know? Officially referring to Faber-Castell as F-C. Yeah, I win. Would love to get a Lamy 2K any other color than black. Samesies. Just
you
make
get
them
it in a blue
for a gazillion dollars. They made a red one.
Yeah.
At one point, one red one, I think it was what it was. There was like some designer or something that commissioned
something like that.
Red one. Yeah. So it was like one, but they just need to make it like you can get mackerel on any color.
Yeah.
Just make it. But Lamy's not going to do that. The other thing I bought was this, which is kind of silly. But this is a Bic 4-color multi-pen. The kind that you like needed to have when you were in grade school. You were the cool kid.
Yep.
If you had it. It's Johnny Ive, and it's $31K for the red one. Yeah, that sounds right to me.
Wow.
Yeah. Look, I like the Lamy 2000. I don't like it one car worth. That's actually more expensive than your car.
Yeah.
So, right about the same as my truck, I think. So, so this is one that they did for cult pens. This is the Coronation one with like a crown and stuff. Yeah. Here's what I didn't remember about these pens, and this is they suck.
Oh, but it's a Coronation pen, Mike. It's for the memories of something we did not watch or really care about. But whatever.
Care, yeah. It's not good. It's a bad pen. I mean, like this. It's so hard to even push the thing down. Like it kind of grinds.
Are you spoiled by Japanese?
Hey, it started this time.
Well, that's good.
Usually, I have to like just scribble to make it actually start.
Yeah, you're spoiled by Japanese multi-pens.
I might be. Well, I definitely am.
Because the one that I have is just like it's so good. It's cheap, but it's good.
Of course, now after I complained about it, it actually writes okay. But like, feel the clicks on that thing because they're not great.
I mean, it feels not great. Well, even again, I have a multi-pen that has the same four color type thing, but. Yeah, it's not responsive. No, yeah, you
really have to force those little levers down. It's wild.
They don't want to go down.
It's not good. It's not good.
It has a little loop on the end, though, Mike. You can make it a nice necklace.
Yeah. So, do y'all remember this having a loop on the end? I remember just being a ball.
A ball?
Yeah, it was just like it had a round thing, like a little ball on the end. I don't remember ever having a loop.
That. Huh?
Now I gotta Google it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Bic. It's made in France. It's an actual full-on Bic. Bic 4-color ballpoint. Images. Just show me a lot of pictures. Do those have a loop? Huh.
I mean, what I think you should add there is like 1980.
Well, these
90.
So these all just have a ball. Looks like. All right. Let's see if it'll bring up anything. Yeah, it's like a little ball. This one has a loop.
That has a loop.
These don't have anything. That has a loop. I don't know. Looks like they've gone to loop now.
Those are
not all of them.
Looks like purchasing, like sponsored things. That's weird.
I think that's right.
I don't know why.
Yeah, weird. Huh. I don't know. I don't remember it having a loop. I remember a ball. But the clip was also different, so it's entirely possible they just changed that.
Yeah, I'm looking for like an old picture.
Here we go. This is an old picture.
With the HEB.
Can I make it bigger? Yeah, I think it's just the
Or it's from the side
view.
It's hard to say.
Yeah. It's a 50th birthday. I don't know. I think it's just a ball. Anyway, that was a thing that I noticed. I was like, oh, weird. See, would have tied so many charms to it if there had been a loop. Yeah, I know, right? You remember? Greg remembers a ball. Iron Mike remembers a ball. Elizabeth says definitely didn't used to have a loop. Yeah, so I guess it's new. It's a nod to lanyard culture. There you go. Hope to see my cat and dog later. Yeah, they're around.
Oh, they're always around.
Take care, Claire. Good to see you.
Bye.
Definitely didn't have it. Don't remember. Yep. You just don't like multi-pens?
So this is the kind of picture I was expecting.
Yeah, it's
potato.
got the ball.
Looks like it has the ball.
With potato quality. Yep.
I mean, that's...
Yeah, that's true of the time.
So it is official.
Like, I don't know, this is only like $2 or $3, I think, so like whatever, but it's not great. I do love a multi-pen. I have a lot of multi-pens, and this one just doesn't really make the cut.
I have a lot of multi-pens.
Doesn't really make the cut for me. Loop in case anyone wants to make earrings out of them. Yeah, yep. There you go.
Some very...
There you go.
Not actually that heavy. I had earrings that are heavier than that.
Right? No, the loop's not just for the special edition. A lot of these images show the loop. So... I'm
not sure when they changed.
Yeah, must have been a timing thing.
Yeah.
And then I may have gotten a lot of inks. Is this it? No, this isn't even it.
If anyone knows what Mike's favorite... He can say that he has a favorite brown ink. He was finally able to get a bottle of it. So I'm sure you're very happy about that.
I am.
If anyone here guesses what's Mike's favorite brown ink.
Oh, they know.
That he talks about all the time.
They know.
Yeah.
Losing, yeah. Nail loop back in the day. Some Lamy 2K takeoffs. Yeah, there are some knockoffs. So they come with steel nibs. You can actually put a Lamy 2K in there. SBRE Brown.
Wow, 2 guesses for SBRE. No.
No, it's not. I think I've tried SBRE Brown. It's fine. Nope.
Yep.
Nope. Not that one.
Pomoster got it right.
Annie Ritter. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Pomona. Agent Copper. No. No.
No, they're good guesses, but I mean, we just mention it once in a while, but have you done a full review on it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have a video on that one.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I say it all the time. You're watching Twitch. Yeah, right. I definitely said it there. So this is my Cult Pens ink haul. There happen to be 9 of them, and they fit perfectly on this page.
And you have quite the theme for...
I definitely have a palette going on here.
You really do. You were feeling a particular type of way when you...
You like my gradient that I did here?
I did. It's aesthetically pleasing.
It's light to more saturated. We got a couple of shimmers over here. Yeah. So yeah, Vintage Pomona Brown is my favorite. I love this thing. It's a gorgeous brown. It's got the cool green sheen to it. Dig it. Color within the lines. Nah, I do what I want.
Wow.
So I got a bottle of that. I didn't, actually that was written with the pen I have it in, which is this one. One of my Kasama. My only Kasama, actually, currently. Because I wasn't able to go to the Malaysian pen show. Because, man, they had awesome Kasamas at that show. Tried to score one from across the pond, but didn't work out. Very warm. Yeah, warm.
They are. You're so a warm-colored, warm-toned person.
I guess so. Yeah. Looks like you're not paying attention to these classes. Tisk tisk. There will be a quiz later. So Pomona Brown. That's good and close. Dig it. And then these two I had to get because I didn't have them, and that's kind of like embarrassing.
Can I mention something about the Pomona Brown? I like it more in the writing than I do in the swatch.
Yeah, the swatch came out a little bit lighter than...
Which is interesting, because usually when you lay it down, there's a lot more sheen that can be laying down. But was it in the pen for a while?
No, that's just what it looks like.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
No, it looks really...
Part of it's because of the paper, I think.
Oh,
yeah. This is the wearing gold paper, and I think it does kind of suppress sheen a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which is not perfect. It looks better on the...
And that writing though looks great.
Yeah, it does.
Looks great. Sorry, anyway, I just wanted before we moved on too much. I think it looks nice.
Yeah. So this is actually the same paper. Oh. But this one had a lot more sheen on the.
Oh, see, that's what I was expecting based on the writing. So.
Yeah. Weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of the way it goes sometimes, I guess.
Maybe I just put down swabbing is important.
Maybe I just had more ink there.
Yeah, that's my guess.
So Oxblood is one that I did a review on it, but it was 2012, so it was 11 years ago I did that review.
You just had a sample or something?
Yeah, it must have been a sample, and I must have gone through it because I didn't even have a swatch card. It was pre-swatching for me. Wow. So I couldn't even compare it to things. So people were like, "Oh, does that look like Oxblood?" I'm like, "I don't know, maybe."
That's interesting that you liked enough to finish a sample, but didn't buy the bottle or whatever.
Well, I mean, back then, we were a lot more broke.
Oh, yes.
And I didn't have Patreon. There was no ad revenue. There was no Twitch.
But it's Diamond too, so it's not like it's not a Mont Blanc ink that you're like, I don't need to get that.
Katie's down there eating.
More can't see her, but she's down here being a hasslepants.
She really is. No, can't see her. Oh, there's a cat and a dog right there. Yep. Yeah. So what she has is a small plastic bag with a twisty tie in it.
Oh, she loves twisty ties. Don't get her a toy.
She has been trying to get those 2 twisty ties out of that bag for a week.
Yeah.
I just let her try. So green and brown sheen. Yeah, you see that sometimes. Yeah. So anyway, I wasn't able to compare anything to Oxblood, and I have this review coming up of Diamine Burgundy Royale, which is like my favorite cartridge ink. Yeah. And someone's like, "Oh, does it look like Oxblood or Rider's Blood?" I'm like, you know what? Funny story. I don't have either of those.
I don't remember Rider's Blood.
That was one of the Reddit colors from like I don't know, 2 maybe 3 years ago. It's been around for a little while. But I just never got it. Gotcha. And actually, Burgundy Royale fits directly in the middle of these.
Really?
Yeah, so it's a little more purple than Oxblood, which tends really red. Yep. But it's not nearly as maroon as this. So it's like perfectly in the middle. Like if you're going to do just a perfect ombre, it would be Oxblood, Burgundy Royale, Rider's Blood.
Yeah, so it's more of a, it's not quite burgundy, it's not quite maroon.
Yeah.
It's that
it's
middle,
like
that middle brown.
Yeah. So now I've got those, and I can do the review for the other one too.
And they're so cheap.
Yeah, they're like $3 for the small bottles. Yeah, which is not like I'm just gonna get them all. I'm gonna get them all. You know. So
why get a sample? Just get a full ounce sample of it.
Yeah, you might as well, right? Because I mean, a sample is going to cost you between $3 and probably $3, give or take. Yeah. And that'll be like 3 mils instead of 30. So like,
and
just,
you're like, why would it cost that much? Well, you have to pay somebody, or somebody has to actually have the extra little tube, and so somebody like, why are they overcharging? Well, no, you have to pay.
Well, you got to pay somebody to do it, and that takes time. Yeah. You got to have the material. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Yeah. So yeah, I got both of those, so that's fun. And the rest of these are all going to be Diamines. I went hard on Diamines.
Again, why not? I mean, it's cult pens. It's cheap.
Not a matchy person or a Safari fan, but the Safari Terracotta and the Pomona Brown looks like it would go good, well together. Yeah, probably. Actually, they're in that roll top. If you want to grab the Terracotta Safari, I think. Is it not? Nope. Just grab that whole roll top and bring it over. It's a little
dusty.
It's a little dusty.
It's not a little. It's very.
This is one of my pin cases. I got this like a local craft fair or something. Did your dad get it for you? No. We bought this at a local craft fair. Oh. I don't know what it was made from or for exactly, but it's a great pen chest.
In Melbourne, right?
I think so. Yeah. So I pull this open, and here it is, right there. If it was a snake, it would have bit you.
Oh. Look, there's so many other orangey like things.
Yeah, pretty close actually, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
that would be good if you were a matchy person. Grab some Pomona Brown, put it in your Terracotta. Yeah, I really like this thing. I put some of these little, pin trays in there roughly to kind of keep things in place. It needs to be a little bit longer for pens to really fit in here well, but whatever. Up the top actually, it fits a little bit better because it doesn't have this there. But yeah, I keep a lot of my Lamy collection in here and a few other rando things. This is the first one you picked up, and this is like my most expensive Lamy. Probably.
Really?
Yeah, this is the what's this one called? Blaze or something like that. This is a limited edition from a long time ago, and it goes for a whole bunch of dollars.
Really?
It turns out, yeah, a couple hundred anyway.
And that's my first fountain pen right down there too.
This one?
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, that one. That is my very first fountain pen.
Is it this one? Yeah, it must have been this one, huh?
That is the special edition Aquamarine from 20 something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Remember what year that was?
10?
I'm going to say 11.
2010, 2011, something like that, yeah. Yeah. See a couple of sailors? Are there sailors? Yeah, there's a couple of sailors.
That's not my collection either.
No, this is mine.
That's not a sailor.
What? Oh no, not this one.
I was like,
that's not a sailor, but it's not a. There's a kind of messed up Cheerio water bus pen.
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
What else? Oh, these Euchre's pens that are like kind of medium okay.
I mean, I wouldn't say we have a couple hundred.
No, the dollars for this one. This is an expensive limited edition.
Oh,
that one goes for a lot. I didn't buy it for that much. I got like a some guy price on that one. This is one of my 2 Arushi pens.
Yep.
My Fred Fagianato Arushi.
Yeah, I think people have sort of forgotten about him. It's sad that he passed away.
Well, I mean, his stuff is barely available,
Yeah.
So, Anyway, there's
little history right there.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. You have that KOP Mandarin Orange. KOP Mandarin Orange. Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, there were a
nice.
Parker or two in there. I think it was I think that was a 45. I want to say it's a 45. And it doesn't really work, but it was Uncle Clark's.
Gotcha.
Yeah. A bread box. I don't think that was a bread box. I do have a bread box that's kind of like that, but I don't think that was one. You couldn't put bread in it anyway; it wouldn't fit.
I mean, it depends on the type of bread.
You could put like a couple of biscuits. You fit some biscuits, a biscuit box.
I mean, yeah, it would
right in the
fit
top.
some long sub buns.
You could put like a hoagie roll, like one hoagie roll on the top.
Yeah.
And then a couple of biscuits underneath.
Yeah. Or I mean, you could take a long French bread and just cut it into pieces and put it in there.
Part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. A men's jewelry box? Yeah, maybe so. Which is kind of, I mean, look, fountain pens are a little bit like jewelry. So then I got these, which are, well, I'll just like push all four of them up because they fit. So like the top two are from the 150 year anniversary for Diamond, which is crazy.
Sure is.
Those are fun little pie-shaped ones. And if you get all of them, they form a little circle.
Oh, that's fun.
Which is cute. I got Golden Honey because that looked like it was going to be real fun. Then I got Terracotta because, I mean, that's kind of a color that I'm real into.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to look more like Franklin Christoph's Terra Firma, but it's not nearly as red. Terra Firma is way more red.
It's red, yeah.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised. But Terracotta looks really good, and I think it's great. It's got a little bit of that, a little bit of sheen as well. I can't tell if it's green. I think it's just kind of, it's kind of black.
But there's a tiny bit of green.
A little bit,
too.
but like not nearly as much as like that, right?
Yeah.
But a little bit, yeah. And then Golden Honey is a color that, this is actually how I found Birmingham Pinko, is because our friend David here had one that was this kind of color, and I was like, I need to get it.
Yeah.
Right. So, yup. Hoagie, haven't had one of those in a long time. Oh, man.
Really?
Gotta have a hoagie.
Gotta have a hoagie.
One biscuit and bigger for bread. Yeah, maybe. Down for butter. Oh, you could put butter or dips in the bottom.
That's true.
What if you just fill the top full of naan and like just put a bunch of various dips and hummuses in the bottom?
There you go. Yeah.
And then this Diamond Cult Pens Coronation Shimmer is one that is new for them.
It's pretty.
It is a pretty red. It's got a nice like blue and silver shimmer in there. It was really just falling off the glass pen. I think this might be a fairly wet ink, so. It
reminds me a little bit of my Star Ruby pen, but I don't remember what color shimmer. It's probably like a silver shimmer in that one, but that's a Pelican.
That's probably right.
Yeah.
Yep. Is Terracotta dry? I don't know, but I kind of doubt it. There aren't too many diamines that are dry, so I'm going to go with probably not. There's one of Becky's first full bottles of ink.
Really?
Yeah, that's fun.
Wow.
Yeah, so Coronation Shimmer looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks nice.
And then these two are from a Fresh Fruits collection.
I mean, I would just get the first one for the name.
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was actually worried the first one's going to be too light, but I'm like, screw it, I'm getting it. These come in large and small bottles. You can get them in 30 or 80 mils, and I accidentally got the 80 mils for both of these, so I hope I like them, because I've got a lot of that ink. Like, it's not that big a difference. It's like $3 versus $6, but still. I could have paid half as much.
Oh, no.
I know. For butter, don't forget to put baking paper down, or you'll never get the wood clean. Nice. So Gruntled Guava is that first one, and I am a little on the fence about whether it's going to be readable in a fountain pen or not. Like, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
It's not that light.
Yeah, it might not be. We'll see. We'll see how it looks.
There's more shading to it than the other one that you're probably going to be more dubious about. The Wistful Watermelon.
Wistful Watermelon. Yeah, I don't know. It's like in the swatch, this one looks really white, really light, but then in the writing bit, it looks like it's pretty readable. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see about those.
We'll see how it goes. And the last one, I'm going to shake my hand out. This paper is heavy. The last one is one called Pumpkin Shimmer. And actually, the shimmer is really hiding right now.
I was just going to say, I hardly even see it. There it is.
There's actually a whole bunch of gold shimmer in there.
It's just hiding.
Yeah, it was just like
Bashful shimmer.
Yeah, it was a little gruntled or a little wishful, but yeah, just kind of hanging out in there. And I was real curious during that stream whether Pumpkin Shimmer was going to be just kind of like Diamine Pumpkin with some shimmer in it.
Yeah.
It's actually not like any of the Diamine oranges that I have.
Oh, really?
And it turns out I have a lot of Diamine oranges, and none of them are this color.
Well, there you go.
So
because they could just do that, but like it's the same color or shimmer. Some people want some shimmer, so yeah.
And they put them in the Inkvent style bottles. You want to grab one of them, like that blue one? Yeah. They put them in this style bottle, which is weird because they put them in the Inkvent box too.
Yeah.
But maybe they just didn't want to have them make a whole new, maybe more expensive to make a whole new set of boxes. Maybe they just really wanted this cool bottle.
Yeah.
So both the shimmer ones, the Coronation and Pumpkin Shimmer, are both in these little footsie bottles, which are cute.
They're very cute.
Yeah. Real cute. When you see that shimmer just kind of oh, look at it, just kind of slowing down there. Sploosh. Yep. So, anyway, pretty neat. I love these bottles. I think they're fun.
Yeah.
It's interesting that they didn't use the same bottle or box for both of them. They used the red for one and the blue for the other.
Yeah.
So, did anybody get the Diamond Jubilee one from Cult Pens? I want to know what color their box was. Maybe that one was in green or something.
Yeah, maybe.
So.
The price difference for diamond minings is incredible between Europe and North America. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a shipping thing. Like, I think Cult Pens is probably down the street from Diamine because they're both. I think somebody told me that they were like so close together that like you don't have to ship, you just drive over there and get it. So, it's the benefits of just being in the UK.
And for Diamine, since Cult Pens ships so much stuff, it's like let's just have them deal with it. Give you a great price, you deal with shipping and all that stuff.
There's also the Inkvent box, or which one though? Because they have different color Inkvent boxes. So that's what I want to know. Because we got red and blue here, but if the other one's green, maybe I just have to get it for the green. I don't know. It's a blue with like silver shimmer in it, I think. But Diamond makes a lot of cult exclusives.
Yeah,
here's the thing: everybody makes a lot of cult exclusives. So that's one of the things about ordering from Cult Pens is there are a zillion exclusives. So that's good. Yeah. So those are the things I got this week.
Yay.
Yeah, it was fun. I ordered a whole bunch of sticky. It was the sticky birthday celebration or whatever this week. Yep. I want to say it was Wednesday.
I'm surprised you didn't keep the one you just got, even though you sold it, to show for people.
Oh yeah, it's I did. I sold it. I can make it. I can show it actually.
Well, we got the sticky, and I don't know if you remember, he forgot to change the sticky that we got for the month, and it is definitely not one that aesthetically is for us, so I had to change it.
Yeah. Look at these shoes, Audrey. How awesome are these shoes?
That's a statement shoe.
Right? These are Fluvogs. Fluvogs. I went and looked. They don't have any wide sizes, so I'm safe. Because I was like, do I need to have these shoes? Because, wow. Let's see. Sell trade. Because I just sold them. There we go. So these are, this is the sticky for this time. And it just kind of wasn't really my jam. I liked this one a lot. I think it's a good sheet.
Which didn't go with any of the rest of the theme.
No, like this one's all like, it's like a hand with an eyeball flower. I got like a flaming toothless skull and some more skulls and oh look, some more skulls. This is flowers, but also skulls. Had some postcards that were also skulls. This is a pretty cool little pad of paper,
nice, yeah.
But like, so I sold that one off. This, and this is kind of weird. So these are like kind of translucent, like X-ray film sort of stickers, and they look neat.
Oh,
this one's
stickers?
Yeah, they're stickers. This one's like a flower, but like then these are like, I don't know, chest cavities or some weird stuff. So like, there's some like weird dark stuff in there.
Yeah.
But
that's the thing, though. That's the nice thing about stickers. I'm glad they have a wide variety of styles for people.
Yeah, sure. It's just not my jam. I know this is entirely Rewool's jam, so she got that one.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, that looks like a Becky thing.
I did. I'm like, oh, did she want that one? I'm like, of course, I'm sure she already got that
it. She already got it. So, yeah, Platinum Jubilee was in the blue box. Oh, it's Platinum Jubilee. I was in the blue box. All right. Which one was that? So that one, that's the one I just gave you back, right? That's the orange one. The blue one?
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe kind of a witchy plant sale tomorrow and you're bringing them for folks. Oh, that's fun. Love it. The shoes in that flower suit from last week. I didn't see that. Oh, the flower suit that I was like, I need with the shorts. That would be an outfit. That would be a Mike Van Ness style outfit right there.
Yes.
Totally over the top. The shoes do kind of rule though.
Is there going to be a FC Triangle show exclusive? Not that I know. We only do really exclusives for Philly since
well there was one for Atlanta for Jimmy But
that wasn't
that's
that's
unusual.
Yeah. So we didn't have it. And we didn't sell it at our table.
Right.
We had to go to Jimmy's. So to get anything on our table, as far as I know, at least, no, we don't have anything.
Yeah, and that one was called FC Ink 23, wasn't it? Which is interesting because wasn't the one in?
No, it was called AP or lit up pen APS 23 or something like that. Okay. I think.
I think it's actually in that roll top, but you don't have to get it. Well, it doesn't matter. Kind of a witchy plant sale. That sounds like fun.
Yeah. Is it full of herbs and stuff?
Herbs. Witch hazel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wolf's bane.
Yep.
Other witch things that I'm not thinking of. Newts. That's an animal.
Bird bones.
Just bird bones. Just like a bunch of bird bones. Yeah. Yeah, I got those. That was fun. I got to use that Wearingle notepad thing. That was fun. Yeah. Some folks suggested on that stream that I do a video that's just the Diamine Reddit inks, like a review of just those, which might be interesting. I have to get like 3 of them though, because I've only got I've got 3 of them. I've got half of them now, so that's a great sticker. I haven't decided if I'm going to put this sticker on anything.
Really?
I don't know where to put. This is so good. Life skills and run away from our problems. Just you and me and a stick and bindle.
And I love that the dog is there like, yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Mugwort, pennyroyal, black cultivars with tomatoes and stuff. Nice. That's dope. This is a great sticker. This is not from Sticky. I don't know where you got this. Hey,
Aww,
super chatted.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for the super chat. Appreciate it. Thanks for your nice tips. You're welcome. Glad I could help out. Thank you very much.
What tips do we give?
I don't know, but it was worth $2 for sure.
It must be euros.
You got the same one. It might be your favorite by far. Which one? Oh, the stickers there, Gandarian? Oh. Somebody said they bought Gandarian's blaming me for a big sticky order yesterday. Yeah.
Mugwort is really good for skincare as well.
Yeah, I used Mugwort face wash today.
Oh, did you? Yeah. So anyway, if you find anything with Mugwort
That's
good.
how I found out that I lost my sense of smell when I had COVID. Because I washed my face with the Mugwort one and I couldn't smell it. I was like,
It's not that strong, but it's very
when
specific.
It's in your nose.
It's right on your exactly.
Yep. So I may have ordered a bunch of stuff. I got the big surprise box from them. Like they have a mystery box thing going on.
You got the big version?
Well, like the smaller versions, they had 2 small versions and a bigger version. So the small ones were like $30 a piece. And it was, one of them was like sticker flakes and the other one was like notepads, I think. And then they had one for $40 that was a bunch of sticker sheets, sticker flakes, and notepads. I'm like, it's a way better deal. I'm just going to get that. So, and they said if you bought other stickers or if you got different, if you got a few mystery boxes, they would try not to have any overlap.
Oh.
And then a lot of the flakes and the sticker sheets would be like retired ones and stuff they don't sell.
Nice.
So yeah, it sounds cool. So I'll do an unboxing for that when it gets here eventually. It said hey, we're a small team, so give us like we're guessing like 1 to 3 weeks to ship things out. So like whatever.
That's nice that
By the time I get it, I'll have forgotten about it. It'll be great.
Yeah, I do. I have some that I'm from Mugwort Essence. I had a buy one get one free. They're like big, nice bottles. So I'm finishing up one bottle. I'll be starting a new bottle here soon. So yeah, it's really a nice sort of like gingery color. It sort of looks like ink a little bit.
Don't know if I know about Cute Things for Japan Shop. They had a collab with Furukawa Paper and a stationery fountain pen thing. Don't know if it's your guys' style, but it has cute kitties. Might be. Send me a link or something at some point, and I will check that out. What's Cute Things for Japan? So I've gotten stuff from Kawaii Pen Shop, which is literally just cute things. What else have we gotten from stuff over there? I don't know, but yeah, we like cute stuff. I'm into it. Yeah, I'm into that.
But yes, for skincare, I could talk to you all day about Korean and Japanese skincare.
She could.
Use it. Use sunscreen from them. That's all I can say. If you don't want to hate sunscreen on your face.
Yeah, the Sun Milk stuff is pretty good.
Yeah.
There was one I used that was a South Korean one, and as soon as I started sweating, like my face just turned white and it came off, and that was not great. I can't remember what that one was. Or no, was that an arm? Maybe I had it on my arms. It was some news sunscreen that you got. I think it was not a face one, because I think it was on my arms or something.
That was not a Korean one. That's the thing. That was a U.S. one.
Oh, that was not good.
Because the thing is, if you get the good ones, they always are for the face, and so you can't get a big jug of it, basically. In the U.S., you get the huge container of it, but it's terrible, and it's greasy.
Yeah.
But they come in like 1, maybe 2 ounces, and when you're putting all of your body, I just have to get the U.S. really crappy, greasy kind, so that happens.
We had the spray-on kind that was pretty good, and then it turns out it had benzene in it.
So
it's not great.
Since it's getting warmer, usually I was wearing a coat, so I wouldn't have to put sunscreen on over just on my face and neck and chest or whatever. And now I have to actually find what sunscreen that is in the U.S. that I can use that doesn't have benzene in it.
I know, right? So I asked anyone here the Waterman Korean, is it good or bad? Yeah, it's great. I'm looking for mine.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's not.
You got that from the...
Got it from the auction.
Auction, that's right. Yeah.
Got it.
Are you going to go to the auction this year?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if they have anything I want.
Well, sure. They give you a preview of it as well.
Yeah, sometimes at pin shows they'll have an auction, and the Triangle Pin Show has one.
Yep.
And they let you see the stuff ahead of time, so you know if you want it or if you can check it out or like whatever. Last year, I don't think I bothered to go because it was all vintage stuff that I just wasn't into. But sometimes they have really great stuff. For me, a modern nerd, and something on Discord. Thanks. So this is a Waterman Korean. This is the full gunmetal with like, I forget what they call this pattern, cross lines or something like that. They make a gunmetal in black one as well, and a lot of others. But this is the part of the Korean that is in all of them. And
with the lighting on it, it looks so nice. Like, it looks really great in this lighting.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful pen.
And that inlay nib.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love an inlay nib?
They're great, right?
They're just beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a good price on this one, I think. It had a cursive italic on it. And somebody, I think there was a note on it that said they got it from nibs.com at, I forget what year. And we happened to be good friends with the person who did a lot of the nibs at nibs.com back then.
Yep.
It was our friend Gina.
Yeah.
And so the cursive italic that was on it was too sharp for me. And so I just took it to Gina. I'm like, hey, can you I think you did this grind. Yeah. And they said, oh yeah, I think I did. Like they were kind of it kind of looked like something they would have done. Yeah. And so they just kind of rounded it down a little bit for me. And yeah. No, not Madasha. It was by Gina. Gina did most of the nibs and stuff there at the time. Madasha would do like tipping and stuff like that. But yeah, so real nice pen. It's great. This one started out life as a stub. You can actually see the ST engraved right there above the breather hole. Yep. So this started out life as a stub, and now it's kind of it's kind of a stub again, but it's still fairly sharp-ish. So it's italic E. So being way too fancy.
It looks fancy.
They make some that aren't nearly this. This is the fanciest Korean that I've seen.
How much do they usually go for?
I don't know. They vary wildly. Let me see.
Because I know you got it from the
I got it in an auction. So I think they usually go 150, 200. So it's like this one's maybe they've gone up a lot. Wow. 250. Yeah. Wow. Looks like they're starting around 250-ish. Unique nib design, distinctive. That's a pretty classy one.
It is classy.
I've seen a lot like this. You see like this marbled kind, which is really neat. But you can't buy them there. Jet pens, what you got? Yeah,
one left.
250. Yeah, 250-ish. Looks like. I don't know what mine's worth. So I don't know. I did pretty good on it. I paid less than that at auction.
Yeah, definitely.
So it went well. But it looks like 250-ish. I thought they were a little less expensive than that, but there's a reason I didn't buy a whole lot of them, so maybe they were that expensive. I just kind of stopped looking when I got this one because I'm like, yeah. I kind of do want the orange one. There's like one it's a little bit hard to find that's an orange. It's really cool, but
Sharp Italic versus Sharp Architect. There's one right answer to that.
Ugh, neither. I don't know. Maybe Sharp Architect.
What?
Look, Sharp Italic, I just can't write with at all. Sharp Architect is not that much worse than a flat.
Well, for me and most normal people, it's going to be italic, personally.
I guess that's true. I'd have to really pay attention, though.
Sure.
But the Waterman's really nice. I think the toilet again. Here you go. Pretty, right?
Yeah.
It's a pretty pen. I love that one. Everything has gone up. That's facts. That is for true. Favorite italic is a Pelican 205 when they did those. Oh, interesting. Didn't have one of those.
Yeah, I have some 205s, but not any italic ones.
Yeah, didn't know they'd done that. So, but yeah, these are great. If you find them in the secondary market, you usually get like pretty decent prices on them. Oh, it was an LE. Oh, okay. The marine amber maybe is what you're looking at. Oh. Yeah, you can find these in obliques and stuff, like really interesting nibs and such. So,
where are those made?
France.
Are they still made in France? I was just curious.
I mean, I think so. Oh. I mean, this one says France, so, but I don't know, maybe. I haven't seen any in a while.
Well, because it's such a classic brand, and some of the classic brands aren't made where they were originally, and that's why. Just wondering.
Oh, the gunmetal's in LE. Oh, cool. Now I gotta Google it and see what the damage is on this thing. There's one. That might have been this one, actually. Looks like when they had them, it was $319, $400 retail. Yep. That was, I mean, this is probably where this pin came from. Literally.
So. Wonder how much it is on eBay.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, I ain't selling it, but yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know why it isn't talked about as much. Yeah.
There aren't that many dealers for them, I feel like, you know?
Ink. More people talk about the ink being just the classic.
Does Newell Rubbermaid own Waterman now? I mean...
Really?
Let's see if I can find like a wiki page or something. Well, it looks like Goldspot and lots of places have them, I guess. But you don't hear about them all that much.
Yeah.
Can you show that Uranagi grind you got in Atlanta? I mean, I can show it, but you're not going to... It'll be real small. Let me see. Yeah, they're owned by Newell now. Yeah, Rubbermaid got them.
Wow.
Get them. Still headquartered in Paris, France. So owned by Newell, but through its subsidiary, Sanford.
It was founded in New York, U.S.
New York City.
Yeah.
Wow, weird.
Apparently, I don't know anything about the brand.
Yeah, I mean, they're based in Paris, but founded in New York in 1884. They've been owned by Newell Rubbermaid since 2000. Man, Rubbermaid, wow. Newell picked up a lot of pen companies around 2000. Like they got Rotring and a bunch of, I think Cross maybe they own. Yeah. I think they own a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So, and Parker, yeah.
Have we thought about going to Japan to visit?
I mean, I thought about it. Like, that'd be fun. And then like, you know. Yeah.
I am more of I would do that than Mike would do that.
Yeah.
I'm more of the world traveler than Mike is.
That's true.
Because I personally think there's a lot more planning that has to go involved and goes involved with that. And Mike is like not interested in that at all. But the other thing is,
I'm a chicken.
Well, I would probably more likely want to go to Korea before going to Japan. Not even just because I know more about Korean things, but also because it's so much cheaper, I think, because Japan is expensive it's just expensive. So that's the only reason why I'm like, well, maybe if I could, save some money by not going there. But in terms of stationery, yeah, I would want to go to Japan.
Yeah. So this is the Uranagi nib I got from Matthew Chen at the Atlanta Pen Show. And pretty convenient. I mean, I don't know about convenient. It's super far. I think it's about as far from here as you can get. It's so far. Well,
yeah,
I guess it's not entirely true, but it's real far. It's on the wrong coast for us, but so yeah, this is a really cool nib that I have liked a lot. Let me find my scratch paper I was scratching on. I'll show you
What's
what this
the
thing
problem
do.
with Newell? Somebody's asking.
I don't know. I didn't see. Oh, I mean, the problem with it is they're a big corporation that's owning stuff that's not related to what they really like their core thing.
Yeah, it's like Johnson and Johnson, like brands that just overtake lots of things, and or Procter and Gamble has brands of all kinds of things that's not necessarily what you know them for, that just take over, and you're like, well, they don't really know anything about that.
So the thing about these, I haven't used this in a little while, obviously, but is that it's a very fine point on here. This is the bad copy paper.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at the screen instead of looking where I'm writing. But on the back, it's kind of more, I don't know, it's a little bit architect-y, I suppose.
Yeah.
On the back end, where it kind of swoops down in the front end. But very nice nib. Writes great. Love it. So,
yeah.
I mean, my beef with Newell is they killed off like the Rotring fountain pen brand essentially. They bought Rotring and then killed off the fountain pen wings. So I'm mad about that, but otherwise, whatever. But like Waterman seems like it's still doing okay. I don't know. I don't know. Waterman used to be family owned, donated the property to Florida Hospital. Oh, that's interesting. Weird. And it's telling you the ocean southwest of Australia is directly across the globe from the U.S. I mean, that's really. I mean, it's the wrong hemisphere, but yeah, okay, you have to go south. Yeah, I was just thinking east-west.
Look, I've been to both places. They're all long flights.
Either way, it's like 14 hours. So, yeah, I looked at it one time, and like flights were like an easy grand a piece or something like that, and
that was before the pandemic, and that's who.
Yeah, who even knows now?
Yeah.
So while I would like to go to what is the fountain pen show there? Tips. Yeah, the Tokyo Pen Show. It seems like it'd be great, but I don't know if we'll get there. I don't know.
Not unless it's paid for work.
Yeah, right. Has to run a big GoFundMe or something, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I want to go to Tips.
Scott, let us go to Tips. And I'll put on Kickstarter. Go to Tips.
They have to have great internet, so I think you could do a live stream there.
Probably. What? I mean, if I had I don't know, our cell phone, I'd have to buy a new cell phone or something, right? Like, you can't just use a cell phone there.
You can. You'd have to get an international plan or whatever.
Here's the thing, I don't travel, so I don't know how any of that works. I don't know. I don't know. It all freaks me out. Like, Audrey's like, oh, you just like go there and it'll be fine. I'm like, what if I need an Advil? Like, or a doctor, or I get lost? Like, everything's in Japanese. I'd be like, I don't know. There's some Japanese. There's some kanjis, or I don't know, man. Where are you? There's a dog. I got nothing. I would not be able to say anything to anybody.
I'm even less worried about things because going to Cambodia, where very few people speak English. Like, I made it to a doctor. I made it to all these things. Like,
we had a bunch of Americans taking care of you.
Not Americans. Too. No, you just have to make sure you know somebody that knows English. That can, that's all. You just need one person that, you can go to be like, hey, I need this sort of thing. And then you're good to go.
You can get a new SIM card. New Apple phones don't even have SIM cards. Like, that's not even a thing anymore. So, I don't know. I don't know how any of that works. Brady's from Anchorage, Alaska. That's far. That's pretty close to Japan, honestly. I'm glad you like it. Don't travel much as a professor. I travel zero as a professor. That is not a thing that I get to do.
No, you're not. Sometimes you can do conferences, but it depends on what kind of professor you are. So
yeah, there is like a big one in in Greece every year, but like no, there's no travel for me.
He's more the teacher, or he's more the teaching and studying time than doing research grants and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's just not really a thing. Even people that are like researchers. Well, I mean, Derek goes all over the place. Like he's in London this weekend, but I don't know why. But he's a world. I'm not. Can you see Japan from your house? No, maybe Russia though. Corporations are people. I mean, kind of. Went to Paris in 2016. It was life changing. Good. I'm happy for that for you. I'm glad. I did watch Emily in Paris, and so I do know literally everything about France. So. eSIMs or something. I don't know. I'm glad that you had a good time there, Lily. It sounds great.
Yeah.
It freaks me out. I don't know, man.
Which is weird. I mean,
what? I'm not a traveler?
Yeah. The thing is, I grew up not going international by any means, but and we traveled all over the U.S. and stuff when I was growing up. So I think it's you just make do. If something happens, you can't sit there and worry about all these things.
I can. Yeah. Look, I'm fine like not having a schedule for things, like not having like things super planned or whatever.
That's a little dog down there.
But like basic stuff, like not being able to speak or read a language at all, like really, I'm just like I don't even know how. I have no idea of how to even function, and like France, fine. Like I can it's the same alphabet and stuff, and I can like say French words if I need to. But like I've got nothing.
I got a haircut in Cambodia.
Yeah. Well, fish ate the skin off your feet.
These people don't know, they did not know any English. I knew the bare minimum of Khmer, which is the language.
Yeah. Well,
that doesn't look anything like it's like sort of Japanese where you can't read anything. It's not,
Yeah. Whole different character set. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds hard.
And you do it. You just see what people are doing. You're like, oh, I want that. And then you just, there's a lot of it is body language, like you said, and gesturing and things. And now they have the little translator app things. As long as if you have your phone, then you can do it that way. I never even use that. But
you can only travel to Canada. I mean, Canada's fine. I went to Canada one time.
You did go to Canada one time.
I mean, there's lots of places I could travel to, but it's just not. I don't know, man. It's whatever. There's so many places that speak English, or I like have some idea about the language, but like I don't know, places that are like just got nothing. So anyway, that's my like insecurity about traveling. That said, if Audrey's like, "Oh, I'm planning a trip to Japan and we're gonna go," I'd be like, "Okay, that's the thing we're doing."
But then I know that I have to plan for his anxiety of it and do all the planning for everything.
No, it's fine. Yeah,
but that's how I travel.
I'm not
one of those people. I think it's good to have the variety of types of travelers involved. You know, you don't need to have, if everyone's the planners, that's not a good thing unless you're on the same page. There's more communication that has to be done than knowing the person and just getting the gist of what is going to happen or what kind of trip it's going to be.
Lived close enough to Canada, you could hear Canadians sharpen their ice skates at night.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's great.
They speak Canadian, unless they're in Newfoundland, and then they speak Newfie. But that's a great dialect.
And pizza is pizza everywhere. It's true.
It's true.
That's
although I don't know if they have that in Japan. Like they might not have pizza.
They have it in Korea. I'm sure
they probably don't have tacos. I don't even know.
Oh, I'm sure.
I don't know.
I had again pizza in Cambodia, which is more. A village, like of course they're gonna have pizza, and it's called pizza. Like it's pizza. When I said pizza, they're like, "Oh yeah, there's pizza place."
Somebody recently asked if you'd ever been to Korea. I bet you could say no, but use Colorverse and wearing links. There you go. It's from Korea.
Technically, I have been to Korea a few times.
You have. You've been to Korea.
I've been to the airport, Incheon, which is
I hear it's a great airport.
It's a great airport. Yeah. Very great.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I just don't really travel much. Like I don't even have a passport.
I mean, you did. It just...
Yeah, it's way defunct. Mostly go to Quebec where you don't actually speak... Well, that's fair.
Nah.
Although, like, everybody in Quebec also speaks English. They just probably don't want to, right? So... Yeah. All right, well, there you go. Have I been to the... Oh, no, she's not been to the DMZ. That's not a place you go for tourists, I don't think. So... Anyway. It must be an app for the emergency pictograms. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, like things will have, like roads have different signage, like at least in the cities they have it in different ways, so you know. It's just here that we're so bad. We're like, everyone needs to know English. We're only going to have English on everything.
I don't care if other people know English, but like it's all I got. So it's all I can deal in. Other people need like, whatever, man. Bilingual signs, trilingual signs, great. Dope. I don't care.
But in the end,
also, like if you're up near Canada, like they have things in kms and stuff.
Sure.
Like it'll be clicks and miles per hour and that sort of thing. And now where I grew up, everything's in Spanish and English and some other stuff depending on where you are. If I spent time in Japan when I was in the Marines, cool. Japan has pizza and beverages. I mean, all right, good. I'm glad. Sounds good. I mean, they got good whiskey there, so you know.
Yeah. The sake.
Yeah. No, it's different.
But
whiskey
also
sake.
sake.
Also sake. Yeah, sure.
Delicious.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah. All right. I don't know. Any other pen stuff you want to talk about? Oh, I commandeered a couple of Audrey's pens this week. So, I have commandeered a couple of pens.
I saw a few, yeah.
I commandeered these two. Well, because you gave them to me.
I did, because once I used them for a while and it's getting near the end, I just give it to Mike. Like, let you use whatever's left and then clean them.
I just refilled them because I knew
you did?
Yeah. Oh. Well, I wanted to review those inks anyway, and so I knew what was in these, so I just refilled them with what
I don't remember what was in the Brooks one.
This one is Butterfly Dreams.
Oh, that's right. That is right. That's the
Troublemaker.
Troublemaker, yeah.
Which is like a dark green with like a...
It's like a murky green, yeah.
Sort of color shifting shimmer, or two shimmers or something.
Definitely some blue in there, right?
Yeah, it's blue and silver, blue and purple, something like that. But
yeah. I signed lots of cards with that, so if you see something that's similar on a FC card, that's the ink.
Yep. Also, this pen is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I really like this. Look at the cap there, like how you can see through the layers. Super cool.
It's one of those things that it has a nice amount of translucency without being completely demo-y or anything, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, right. Yep. I dig it. Also, Jonathan has changed the way he does the sections and stuff since the last time I bought a Brooks pen, so that's cool. And the other one is your Iron Feather, which is was your birthday present.
It was my birthday present.
I really like this one.
Yeah.
I think this is a...
And I like the medallion on the top.
The medallion is very nice. The price for this one was really nice. No, I don't know. Do you know the name of the material? Because I have no idea.
I don't, but somebody might know in the chat.
It has a nice, thick section, nice threading. It's like very, very smooth threading. It doesn't feel like it's hardly there at all.
Anything,
Really impressive. So I really like the details in this pen. I like the little conical back end of it. It's very nice.
I like the black and white that you can see all the swirls with it. And it doesn't mix. It wasn't over mixed, I guess I should say.
Yeah. And Brian made this blank too. So nice stuff.
He's super nice too.
Yeah, I like that guy a lot. And then this one has a Dutch Masters Ackerman in there.
Ackerman, yeah.
Which I tried to say one time when Annabelle was in a stream.
Oof.
And she's like, go ahead and try and say that. And so I tried, because a lot of times Dutch sounds like German. And she's like, nope, you murdered that. Don't do that.
Just stop.
So it's not in North Carolina. It's actually
in
South Carolina. He's in the Aiken. It's in the Charleston-ish area, right? It's like north of Charleston somewhere.
Charleston's on the beach, but I think he's inland more.
Yeah, he's inland. It's like north from there. It's not super far, but it wasn't like on our way, so we couldn't stop in or anything. But
yeah, Aikaen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did I stay up to watch the Canes game? No, I have not. I don't have cable, so.
Yeah, we went ahead and we cut the cord, as they say.
Yeah, we did.
But now we have all the streaming, so it might as well be the same.
Oh, hey, Stacy. Come to the PNW show. Yeah, that should be a fun show. I know Matthew Chen's going, Gina's
West Coast
going.
People,
a lot of West Coast folks. I don't think I'm gonna make it, which is too bad. Annabelle's not even Dutch. No, not Dutch. She's Austrian, but she's lived there for a while. I don't think I'm gonna make it to PNW. It's just kind of like the flights there are real expensive and stuff. So I'm probably not gonna make it this year. Not quite Japan expensive, but it is. Yeah. It is not.
Carol's going. Wow.
Carol's going. Oh, I wish I was going now. I don't know. Well, look, maybe somebody will send me a plane ticket. That'd be cool.
Well, there's a little dog back here.
She's sitting there being a creeper.
Oh, there she comes.
She went to daycare yesterday.
She did go to daycare.
She had a great time. Another year? Yeah, I hope so.
Her two friends are golden retrievers. You would think like little dogs, but no, her best friends are golden retrievers.
Yeah, big old golden retrievers. Audrey called them golden oldies, and it cracked me up.
Because they're old, they have the more white on the face now, and so, the gold. I thought it was cute, so.
Yeah. Dustin Wilson's in the house. Oh, work ended early.
Good.
Nice. Don't you, work for yourself? You could end work
How dare you at 5 o'clock, or, no, it's going to be 3? I don't know what time you are.
Isn't that
Is
mountain?
It West?
I think it's
or
mountain
time. I don't.
Yeah, probably mountain time. Golden's are everyone's pals. I know.
I think
great.
That's true.
This is a dog that Scraggles will drag us to go see.
She can't come up because there's a cat in the way.
There's a cat in the way. We do a Christmas parade thing with them, and Scraggles will just drag us through the crowd of dogs to go sniff noses with this big old golden, and she's like, "Cool, we have said hi to my best friend. We can go do whatever."
Now we can do whatever, but we are going to see my best friend.
Yep. So take care and have all the pizza. Oh, we're gonna.
We will.
We're gonna.
I hope you do too.
Yeah.
We've still been sticking with the frozen pizza agenda. So we're having frozen pizza for dinner tonight again. Yeah. So
how'd your last client reschedule? It's 3:23. Yeah. Oh,
so it was Pacific then.
Yeah, Pacific. Yeah. I don't know. Should I talk about these?
Because Arizona is one that do switch and some don't.
Arizona's
they don't
do
daylight saving.
Yeah, they don't do one of the clock. Well,
I mean,
they're on one.
You can spoil. I mean, it's up to you. You sort of mentioned it on...
I may have shown a little bit of this. So this is a thing that you're going to be seeing some videos about in the nearest future. I got this big old box from... do we add our own toppings? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we just get Audrey a cheese pizza, and then I put a bunch of veggies and stuff on it. Yeah,
I just don't like it. It's so hard to find anything that I would want that's... I'm like, just get cheese pizza and I'll put whatever on it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes we've gotten veggie pizzas. They're never as good because they're frozen.
Yeah.
So just put like regular stuff on there. She doesn't eat pork, so like all those toppings are out.
Pretty much.
So this is something I've been working on for a little while with a brand. And that is this brand right here. You may have heard of them.
Power to the pen.
This is a really nice pen case, too. Yeah. Like, I kind of want one of these.
What?
Yeah. This pen case is real good. So this is something I've been talking to him about for like a year or so.
It's been a long time coming.
It's been a while, just because they've had a hard time getting all of the pens together. But this is the entire Custom Heritage 912 line. So every nib that Pilot makes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, in this size, the number 10 size. Yeah. But this is, I think, the full range of all the stuff that Pilot makes. So everything from posting, which is super fine and kind of like hooked over and a little bit strange. You don't see them very often. Up to like up to the C.
Yeah.
We've got all the soft nibs in here. We've got the weird stuff like Waverleys and whatnot.
Yeah. Oh, there is a Waverly. Oh.
Yeah. This is the only 912 I have is the Waverly, but it is in the set as well. Stubs, music, all that stuff. So yeah, all the Pilots. But yeah, this is a really nice pen case. Like, I don't think they sell these, but they oughta. This is good. It's made in Taiwan.
Yeah, I see that.
Japanese pen company making their cases in Taiwan.
Huh?
So, but yeah, this is pretty great. This is a set of loaners. I do not get to keep these.
No.
I don't get to keep them all that long either. These I will have for another week and a half or something like that. But yeah, this is the whole thing. So I'm going to be doing some videos with these. My Instagram will be showing up with like, things I'm writing with them, that sort of jam.
I think it'll be good that... And they also sent you along some ink and ink cartridges. So it's going to be one of those things that...
It's all going to be the same ink.
It's the same thing. So that's the problem when you have comparing nibs. People will obviously not ink all their nibs with the same inks because who does that? But in this case, and then you don't really get a true comparison. So this would be a great way. Yeah,
so I'm going to be doing some of that stuff. Yeah, they are really nice pens. They're all very fancy, classy, black and rhodium pens. So this one's like the double broad. Most of them have the tags on them and stuff. This is actually, I think they just couldn't get, I guess, all of them together at the same time. And so I've got their traveling set. Yeah. So I have to give it back before the next pen show.
Yeah.
So I told them to send it to you next.
Right.
I mean, I don't think they've ever sent these out before. So I think I got a little bit of I think it was a little fancy. So they sell those in the Japanese market. We'll have to get some because this is a good pen case. So this is the double broad. And then I was surprised by how much bigger the C nib is than the double broad. Got a little that Takasume on me.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. It's music. There's the C. This is why I keep stickers on pens, because otherwise these would all look the same. Like, imagine if they just sent me a bunch of just naked black and silver pens. Here are 15 of them. Good luck. But this is... What am I doing?
What are you doing?
It's way easier. The C nib is there on the top. It's on the top. I thought so. You can see how much more tipping there is on the C nib than there is on the double broad. Like, it's just such a big line on this thing.
So a lot of people will get the C nib to grind down, or to grind into something, because there's so much to work with.
So I haven't inked these. These are all just dipped. But they said they'd rather I didn't ink them all. And I'm like, why not? But then these all have the Con 70 in them, and I don't want to clean 15 Con 70s if I can avoid it. So there's like, we'll just send you a bottle of ink to dip in. So instead of dipping in the bottle, I of course like decanted some out into a little vial, so I don't have to just dip in the bottle all the time.
Yeah.
And then this is the BB. And there's like a marked difference between these two. That C nib is a lot of tipping. Puts down a lot of ink. Looks real cool. So wonder why the Pilot fans keep the silver stickers on, because they only make one color of this pen. So if you have more than one, you're just gonna guess, I guess. But
or just keep in a specific spot.
Yeah, I suppose so.
And just know that's where it is.
That's an option, I guess.
Or have them in separate spots or whatever. That.
Yeah. This is the Waverly, which has this funny little upturned nib. Yep. And that's made for just being a very forgiving nib. A lot of people expect it to be like a Fude and have a bunch of different like widths and that sort of thing. Yeah, of course you love the PO, Carol. I find it almost it's just this side of unusable. But it's just it's a very forgiving nib. So no matter how you hold this thing or rotate it, it feels the same. If you hold it at a higher angle, it gets finer for sure, but like not that much. But just like the whole writing surface feels the same no matter which way you twist it. It's really cool. I mean, it means you don't get like a sharp line or anything like that, but you do get like a very, very smooth and nice writing experience all the way around. So we'll be talking about these in videos and that sort of thing. I just got to figure out like what kind of videos I want to make and how I want to deal with it, because I've never dealt with 15 pins before, so pretty great. Welcome your money as long as they walked away with a good impression. Oh, so we're talking about Canada, where you get the stickers.
I've been to the CN Tower.
You've been to the CN Tower?
I have.
Yeah. Look at you. Look at you. Where's that?
Toronto.
Yeah.
I stood on the glass thing and looked down, and it's fun.
Totally checking out prices on the SU, SFM, and SM. The SM, the soft medium.
You like the soft? I didn't expect you to like it.
I think the soft medium is my favorite.
Spoiler alert.
Well, I mean, look, I've only written a little bit.
Yeah.
I did just like start writing with them. I was like, I'm gonna do a written thing with all of them, and then I didn't notice until it was way too late that I was just like curving out. And then you can tell I noticed.
You're like, oh no!
I noticed here, like, oh no, I should go in, and I fixed it there, but. I'll make it more regular next time. But yeah, the SM nib is so nice. Like, it just feels great.
Yeah.
It's a really good feel.
Yeah.
The PO, of course, is way up here. So you can see the EF and the PO. The PO is significantly thinner than even the EF. And the PO also looks weird. It's
the PO?
The PO.
Yeah.
It's like this. And that's on purpose.
Yeah. What? You didn't just bend your nib?
I didn't just bend their nib. It's not even mine. But yeah, the SU is a stub, and the SU is pretty italic-y, really. It's not, for whatever reason, the pilot stubs are really much more like an italic. What was the other one? Oh, SFM. The SFM is also very nice. Fancy black pen, or watch me write. I couldn't figure out what to say, so I just like wrote something. I've been like looking up quotes. So I have a whole bunch of quotes written down that I want to try out. So about the PO, let's see if it writes. I just dipped all these.
Who was the Duckworth person that you wrote about on the other day?
Oh. So the story on that is, you know that podcast I like, Ologies, where they talk to a bunch of like people that do a science of some kind?
Yeah.
Jay Duckworth was on the, I think it was like Propology or something like that. He's
I only know one Duckworth, and I was like, did he mess up the name and have a weird conversation with this person that I didn't know?
No, who's the Duckworth you know?
Our science, our friend Owen Duckworth.
Oh, that's right.
I knew that person.
Yeah.
I just forgot his last name. Yeah.
Oh, I knew there was a Duckworth, and I couldn't think of who it was.
Yeah.
So Jay Duckworth is this guy. He's like a prop designer for a lot of big Broadway stuff. Like he's kind of a big deal.
For Hamilton, he's so famous. Oh my gosh.
And like a zillion other things.
Yeah.
So, but he was on.
That's pretty big.
Yep. Proptologist. There we go.
Proptologist?
Professor Duckworth, the proptologist. So, anyway, he was giving an interview on ologies, and he gave this advice about, like, she was like, look, how do you have a career like that? Because he's just had, like, this very long, he's been doing it for, like, 36 years. Yeah. 65, Broadway and off-Broadway productions, like, massive career. And he said, be crazy enough that people like you, do good work, show up early and do good work. And that's really good advice.
Yeah.
So I actually wrote that down. It was on the refrigerator for like the last few years. So, and I was like, I should do that. Yeah. So, PL looks like you might as well ink with one of Nose's hairs. I know, right? It's super fine. Mm-hmm. It writes very nicely. It's just very, very fine. So if you have a paper that has any texture, it just feels like you can feel everything. Mm-hmm. It's interesting. But real fine. So anyway, that's who Jay Duckworth is. Also, his name is Duckworth, which like really sticks in your head.
Yeah.
Like Owen.
Except for, the other one you knew.
I know, right? Like, I definitely know a Duckworth, but I couldn't think who it was.
Who is also memorable, but in a different way.
Yeah, sure. So, Hamilton's your favorite founding father? Okay. Fair enough. Want a Waverly nib someday? They're a really interesting nib. Yeah.
Do you have to get something special I have?
I think you can only get it in the 912.
Yeah, that's what
I don't think they have it in any other pen.
Yeah.
So, just that one.
It was back day, and do you ever get it where...
No.
Okay.
No, how?
Well, no, it's a weird thing where it feels like the center of my body hurts. Like, not the back, but it feels even farther in. There's some sort of muscle group that's even farther in towards my spine, and it's like, it hurts like in here.
Your whole core. Turns out everything's connected to your back.
Yeah, but
Duckworth was Emilio Estevez's boss in the Mighty Ducks. How about that? There's a Senator Duckworth.
That was such a fun movie. Yeah. And Mighty Ducks 2.
I don't remember.
Third one, I don't remember.
What about the 7th one, direct to video?
I don't know if that is one.
I feel like there's definitely like 10 Mighty Ducks movies.
Wow.
How many Yeah. It auto-corrected.
Look, it's 6:36. We've made it into the random talk, you know.
Uh-huh.
That was the 912, 742, and the 743, apparently.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah, this is all number 10 nibs, right? So
yeah.
That makes sense.
Then you should definitely get one. Save up the bucks and get us Waverly someday.
Yeah, I got what did I pay for mine? 2 something-ish, I think, but it was from Jimmy, so I don't really know.
Oh.
Looks like there were only 3 of them.
See?
I feel like there had to.
I told you, I knew there was at least 3.
So there was a TV series.
Oh,
and there was also a whole
that.
animated
No
series.
If somebody loved that.
And there's also the professional ice hockey team. I don't know if you've heard of them.
That I did know. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No affiliation.
There were only 3. I'm really surprised there were only 3.
So I really enjoyed. We've talked about this. The Sandlot movie, and one of the main characters was in D2, and so I like that. So
yeah. D2.
D2.
Oh man. Both are like, oof, yikes. It's not great. But hey, could have been worse.
I mean, that's the bright side, I guess. But
like, if I'm gonna lose some limbs, those are the limbs I don't want anymore. Like, if I had to choose.
I mean, yeah. Would you rather lose your legs or lose your sight?
Legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Look, these are all negative, like morbid things.
I mean, it's not great, but
no.
If I had to make a choice.
No.
As a basketball player who played for Portland, and Kevin a lot of Duckworths out there.
More Duckworths than we realize.
It's pretty good. The 743 is a number 15.
Oh, Jillian.
Oh, that's the cartridge converter version of the 823, right? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know they had the WA in that size.
You know the pilots more than I do.
I have.
It's confusing.
Even
like,
I have trouble with
the Japan only ones, and which one has the Con 70 that everyone hates? Which one's that? But that's in the 70. Anyway, there's I'm not good at remembering that.
Well, you've got there's a lot of other brands that you're super good at, but like, I think you know more about sailors than I do for sure. But yeah, pilots I usually kind of keep track with, but man, even some of them I forget about. Like,
that's why we all know a little bit about it. So then when we forget, then we say, well, which one is this? Somebody knows. Somebody does.
Yeah, I don't have a 743 yet.
Really?
I did ask Pilot to send me one. I was like, hey, since you're sending stuff out anyway. Yeah. But they only had one, and it was theirs to write with in the office. So they're like, we couldn't do it. Yeah, I love Pilot nibs too. They're great. I mean, the first several I bought were all messed up, but like, whatever. I still love them. I got them fixed, and now they're amazing. And I haven't gotten a bad one in years.
Did I fix one?
No, it was all before you were doing nib stuff.
That's what I figured. Because I was about to say.
Yeah, this was back in the olden days.
Oh no, Jim was fixing some of that. Then he had the medium issue. Okay, yeah, I remember that.
My 7.4,
Pilot Vanishing Point.
My Vanishing Point, my Custom 74. I had several of them that were all like very baby bottomed and stuff. But I was the only person that ever got bad Pilot nibs. I was
that's
just
the thing. I never heard people talk about that.
Got a 743 because the standard 823 doesn't come in extra fine. Drawing with a VP extra fine right now. Look at you.
That's the thing. Pilot's not going to be doing sailor colors. Like, we got a green, and we're like, oh my gosh, we got a green.
We will pay any money. Yeah. Yes. I have an 845 with the number 15 nib.
That is so much brighter. And that's a very different red, just so you know. That's more realistic.
Yeah. Even that's a little bit
bright. That's still a little bright. It's more of a deeper red in person.
This is my other Urushi pen.
Yeah.
Actually. So.
Yeah.
But this has a double broad on it.
You never got it ground, did you?
No, I like it.
Okay.
I like it. Big old double broad.
Yeah, if you get it from Japan, then that's true.
Love your vanishing point broad. Like the weird thing about the Pilot nib size is the broad is not really that much different from the medium. Mm-hmm. The medium is way different from the fine, but do I have a Stargazer? No, I don't have a Stargazer. No. But the medium's a lot different from the fine, but the fine and the broad, or the broad and the medium, broad and medium are very close.
Yeah, those turquoise 823s went fast by Monkey Box.
Yeah, I wish I'd gotten one. I didn't even know.
There's a whole thing though, like
signing up for
I'll order things from Japan, but it can't be like that much of a
I guess
deal.
you were in San Francisco when you.
Oh, wait, is that why?
Is that it? Is that a different thing, the turquoise than you're talking about?
I don't know.
I was talking about the blue ones. I guess I don't know what we're talking about here. But no, I don't have Stargazer. So, anyway, 7:45 or 6:45. It's about time to get out of here. Have some pizza.
It takes time to cook those pizzas.
Gotta cook those pizzas.
Just so you know, Mike is mostly basically in charge of it. If I'm going to force myself to eat frozen pizza, I'm like, Mike, you're gonna bake those for me, and then he does. It's very nice, and I appreciate it.
You can get the wine dark blue and dark green here as well. Yeah, those are available. Yeah, they've been here for a year.
I've been wanting to get one of those, but I just haven't. There's no real reason why I haven't, because I have the clear one.
Yeah.
Which is normal, but.
I have. How many do I have? I think I just have a blue and a clear one. Oh, you have a clear one?
I think we both have one.
Or maybe we both have a blue one. I think you also have a blue one.
That's the 823.
No.
Not the 823, gosh darn it.
No. Yeah,
the 92? I thought I had a blue 92
maybe.
And I have a clear 74.
That might be true, I don't know. I can't keep track of both of our collections.
It's definitely not a blue 74. I don't have that one. So it's I
have this one. So a funny story about the blue one is that's the one I got first. And it was a great pen, and then we knew somebody on Slack who, what was it? She wanted the blue custom 74.
That's right. Yeah.
And she had a black one and a clear one, and she's like, "Look, I'll just trade both for the one blue one." I'm like, "Okay, but I kind of want to keep my."
I'm curious. I'm just gonna get the case. I think I know where that is for both of them, and I want to know which one I have.
And I'm like, and I want the I want to keep my nib though, and they're like, "Yeah, that's fine. We'll just do that." And so I got 2 pens for that one, and then I sold the black one, and then I bought another blue one because I liked the blue one so much I wanted a blue one again. Or something like that is how it worked. So I've gone through a couple of 74s, but I like them a lot. And these like green ones and teal ones look real nice. There's the blue, the green, and the wine, and then the red and the teal. I think the red and the teal might be U.S. exclusives or something like that. So they should make a demonstrator Pilot vanishing point. That would be interesting. Yeah, I would like that. You see the new Pelican M1000 red Rodden? No, I haven't. They have a teal one too? Oh yeah, totally. Oh, the solid colors. Yeah, those you can't get in the U.S. Yeah. Is it in here?
Yeah, they're both in there next to each other.
Woo! Look at this. All right, yes. Yeah, you have the.
I just broke a nail.
Yeah, you have the 92.
I was right.
Yeah, I have. This is a 92, right? Yeah, I have an orange 92.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've got a clear one.
That's all.
And then a solid blue one.
Oh, I forgot I got that from our friend
Tammy?
Jack.
Oh, you got that from Jack?
Yeah.
Is this the like FM or something like that? Isn't it a weird nib? Oh, it's a broad.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a really nice. Look at that dark blue.
Yeah. I forgot that was a special edition.
That's a gorgeous blue.
It's a nice blue.
Yeah. Nice.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. That's a nice.
I have some nice other ones in here. This is like sort of my, not all nicer pens necessarily, but some of them.
Yeah, you got a bunch of nice pens.
So I even got some vintage in there. Look at me. I'm keeping it classy across different,
Yeah.
different ones here.
It's got the balloons.
The balloon, yeah, that's a fun one.
This is a really fun sailor.
Yeah.
Has balloons on the nib.
Lanterns.
Okay. Lanterns.
Yeah.
Purdy.
Yeah. The rod and pen as well.
I really like this one, which isn't like a super special one or anything, I guess.
I mean,
although it's
store exclusive.
Yeah,
color.
it's a store. That's true. It's a store exclusive.
Yeah.
It's called the was it Earth Mother?
Earth Mother, I think. Earth Mother Green.
Earth Mother Green.
Thank you, Dustin.
Yeah, I love the color.
I forgot I even really sort of I haven't worn it in so long.
This is black on black, but it's got the rod and snowflake in the cap. Pretty.
Yep.
Second pin from the bottom. Oh, this one. Oh, on the right. This is an Estabrook J.
Yep. That's a classic Estabrook. I don't remember what nibs I have and things, but...
we've got a bunch of Estabrook nibs.
Yeah.
This is 1555. This is the Greg shorthand.
Is it the Greg? Okay, yeah.
Yep, says Greg on it even.
Greg.
Yep. Very fine nib.
You should show Captain Sparkles. I still love that one, too.
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah.
This is the one she calls Captain Sparkles. It's also called Vega and Altair.
I mean, I didn't buy that one.
This is a gift.
Yeah. I was like, don't make it seem like we spent all the money on it, but that one, it does have like the ruched end because it, it has rodden, but I just don't touch the ends. I've never had an issue with them.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't, there's just specific brands like, I've not had issues with. So.
Yep. Pretty. I think you should consolidate your pens into cases. You don't have to get rid of the boxes. Just put them in a box in the attic. That's what I do.
That's what you do.
That's what I do.
This is that Schaefer that I had to find a new nib for.
Oh, yeah. This is the Schaefer that I got Audrey at auction.
Like, it's vintage, but not vintage.
Well, I don't know. I'd say this one's vintage.
It was I think it was in the 90s, the Schaefer
80s?
Jade.
Was it 90s?
Somebody...
These things notoriously crack is the thing with these. And it was fungusy. And I think, wasn't it when Jim tried to take the nib out, like the section broke or something?
It broke, yeah. So I had to get a new nib piece from somebody. So I had to find the right vintage person to find who would have that. So, but it's special because I know Jim was trying to make it work and he was trying to fix it for me.
Well, he told you it would probably break, and you're like, whatever.
Yeah, and then it broke, but then he felt so bad. I'm like, you told me that it was probably going to, and it did. So.
It has a little chipper rod. What is this one?
That is the Love one.
2018.
Yeah.
Sweet Love Pink.
Yeah.
I should have just read the cap.
Because they did a newer one with the Love series as well.
The ink tells more.
Yeah.
Nib.
Oh, hi, Tina. Hello.
Tina, hey, how's it going? Yep. Anyway, this little mini baby one. The Sea Slug.
The Sea Slug, yeah. I do like that one too. Slug.
Well, let me know, and I'll link these. I'll link these up for you whenever you want.
Well, no, these are all some of my favorite. I mean, look, I'm not going to get rid of any of these. So, you got the Parker here. I actually haven't inked that Parker yet. But
this one? Oh no, this one.
That one, yeah. I mean, it looks so nice.
That is very clear.
Yeah.
You can see right through it. That's what you want. That's what you want. Again. Tiny little fine nib.
Squeak, squeak, squeak. Yeah.
Yeah, still good.
Yeah. Still
good.
Look, that's not how you know. That's how you know it's good.
When it squeaks or when
yeah.
It's squeaky and bouncy. This is a custom blank you had, well, kind of you had made.
Yeah.
So that you said, hey, Jonathan, what if you used this in a
flakes,
blank?
Yeah. So there are these multi-chrome flakes that we use in nail polish that we use, like I do. I don't make them, but like you should use it with pens. But yeah, people definitely use those now, and it's just a bunch of that material.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, nib in here and everything. Broad stub?
That one might be one that I made italic on one side and a stub on the bottom.
Oh, you know what? I think that's right. That makes sense.
I was just playing, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense from what I was seeing. Because it was like, it's been ground on the top for sure, but it looks sharp and not like a SIG, so it's probably that double-sided one you were messing with.
Oh, yeah, I don't...
Audrey's good at grinding nibs, by the way.
What?
So,
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I use like one just because doing both of them just takes so long to
Well, and it can be really tight,
and
too.
It can be tight, yeah.
So some of these are 2 in a row, but... So these elastics that go through are all connected.
Yeah.
And so if you have all of them all in both, it can be very tight, but if you alternate them, it gives you a whole lot more slack.
And that's enough. I mean, obviously...
And these live in a drawer, so...
Yeah.
Mostly. Or this case does.
And when I have traveled with it, but I mean, it's not going. It's not moving around. They're not touching at all, so...
No, these are good cases. It's kind of a thick boy, but it's a good case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to see what I had. So
yeah. So there you go.
There's some of Audrey's collection.
Yeah. Some Audrey pens.
Yep.
All right, it's almost 7 now, and now we are really for real going to leave, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go have some pizza. So thank you very much for hanging out with us today. We appreciate it. We'll see you next week. Be on the lookout for all kinds of piloty goodness coming up on the old channel. There's a creeper dog back behind Audrey's shoulder.
It's always the opposite.
Yeah. And I'll have a lot of videos coming out on the channel. I've got ink videos. I've got all kinds of stuff coming out. So good stuff. I've had time.
Mike's had time. So.
I know. I found out my next set of assignments aren't coming in until Sunday night. I have like 2 days where I don't have grading.
What are you gonna do with yourself?
Ink videos, likely, and play Zelda.
Zelda. That's what.
A lot of Zelda to play.
Look, if you start playing Zelda at 2 a.m., that's on you. Which you told me he did. Who starts playing a Zelda game at 2? You not. It's like, I went to bed at 4. I'm like, obviously, if you start playing a Zelda game at 2, you're not staying up for 15 minutes. You know, you can't do anything in 15 minutes in Zelda. You can't make you can't grill a steak. Sorry, that was a little more heated than I really meant it to be. And when
she says 4, she means 5. So
5 then. Fine.
No, I'm not an insomniac. It's not that I can't sleep. It's that I just don't. So, usually what happens is Audrey gets home from work about 6:30, and then we take a nap until about 8:30 or 9. And then get up and she works out and we have dinner and then and then I end up staying awake all night. So, it's not that the sleep's just not all in one chunk. You break it up.
We just break it up more. So it's not just one time, which I'm not saying it's a good idea. But
that was on that Friday or Saturday. Annie was like, I saw your picture up on Twitch.
Yep.
Yeah, that was me. All right, folks, that's it. We're really going to leave now. Oh, there's Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Again.
Katy says hello. Oh,
wow. I have started keeping a notebook for my Zelda travels.
Look at you using your stuff.
I know. Well, Zelda doesn't give you all the stuff in the quest log. They just tell you stuff like, hey, I'm going to this place, and you'll never see them again unless you happen to write it down or happen to run into them. So
look at you.
So I started this little notebook, and I put some fun things on it. I have a little hamster that says fight, and a sleepy hamster, and then a chicken cooking.
That's adorable.
Because you do a lot of cooking.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Nothing good happens away from home at 2 a.m. I think is what it is. Lots of great things can happen at home when you're at 2 a.m.
You can play Zelda.
Yeah. Just put a face mask on and just lounge. I mean, look, there's a lot of things we can do.
Oh. Yeah. Like a skin face mask, not like a breathing one.
No, not the CPAP or anything. No.
CPAP. Oh, man. All right, folks, that's it. We purple you as well.
Oh, are we going to do our snack stream?
Oh.
Because it is. We do have it.
Can we do it a little earlier? Can we do it 3?
I mean, ask the people.
Is that okay with you?
I mean, I have to work out and or take a nap earlier is all.
Yeah,
face mask and Zelda.
No reason not to do both.
There's no reason not to, unless you're on Twitch. Then that might.
So the Well-Appointed Desk has a monthly hangout on Zoom, and I've been a patron of the Well-Appointed Desk for over a year, and I've never made it to one because they are invariably on the same Sunday that we do Yums. So they're just
working with Yums to keep you away from it. I see.
They are, and so I kind of like to hang out at that. So can we do it 3?
Sure, it looks like
3 o'clock. 3 o'clock Eastern. We'll do 3 o'clock Eastern. We will do Yums.
Scraggle is really looking at you. She's like, "What? 3 o'clock? That's my napping time." Is what she's saying back there.
She's like, "I get snacks."
Yeah.
All right, so 3 o'clock Eastern. I will post on Discords and stuff like that we will be doing that. But yeah, 3 o'clock Eastern on Sunday if you're into snacks. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. Unless I pop on to play Zelda at 2 a.m. You never know. You never know. All right, folks. I'm a wild card. All right.